Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is JD. Second time I'm making this video because it went to 11 minutes. If it's under 11 minutes, I can put it on YouTube. Otherwise, it won't come on. First, look back through my electoral times. You'll notice there's one thing while I was running for president, I kept saying, the first and foremost thing we need to do to turn this depression around is to stop the foreclosures. That's right. We must stop the foreclosures. Well, today Obama's going to announce how he does it. I say use the IRS. Why the IRS? Because who knows how much money you're making? Who knows whether or not you got a job? Who knows what you're putting in the bank? Who knows what your mortgage is? Actually, what your mortgage is made up of? Who knows what interest you're paying? Who know the IRS? In other words, the Department of Treasury. Can the Department of Treasury do this? Yes. They could buy up all these foreclosed properties and then get down with the people who own the houses. They don't own houses. The government won't own houses. They will have mortgages. They're not allowed to own houses. They're not allowed to own property. So what will the government do, the IRS or the Department of Treasury? They will go and sit down with the owners and say, okay, this is what you got coming in right now. You're on unemployment, you're this, you're that. Okay, this is what you could afford for monthly payments right now. This is the interest once you get a job, we're going to redo your interest. We're going to redo everything. This is the way it's going to be set up. They will restructure the mortgage. They can do that. Why? Because they own the mortgage now. Then once you get sound and back on your feet, then the IRS or the Department of Treasury can then put the mortgage up for sale on the market and let a bank buy it at the rates you have set in by you and the agreement with the Department of Treasury. That will stop you from losing your home. That will give a little more security to each and every family in this nation, knowing that our government is going to be backing them up. It doesn't mean that every home is going to go into foreclosure. It doesn't mean. But everybody in this nation will know that my home is safe because I am as safe in my home as long as I work at it as our government is sound. That will add security to the nation. The American people really don't care about what the rest of the world thinks of the United States. And our government is not sound and secure by what the rest of the world thinks. Our government is sound and secure by its people. Now, yes, there's things people can say, oh, this is socialism. No, it's not socialism. It's a republic. It is a society. It is a government. It is a country, a nation. And it's a nation that believes in its people, that it is willing to support its people. We have spent years, since 1945, building this nation to what it is today. The people have been doing it. Now, things have happened, and a lot of the people need help. I mean, I'm on unemployment now, just like everybody else. Last week, I put out 20-some applications. I have a strong field of electronics. I'm going to go until I reach 62. My unemployment will take me till I'm 62, and then I'll go on Social Security, and then I'll go from there. I'm taking everything one step at a time. I'm lucky because I worked my whole life since I was about 14 years old. I know since I was 16 I've been paying into Social Security and everything, and I'm almost 61 now. It's strange not having a job, believe me. But I look at my looking for a job as kind of like part-time employment. But bottom line is, our government needs to do, first and foremost, stop foreclosures. And the way to stop foreclosures is to pick them up. Don't let the banks carry them. Don't support big business. Start supporting small businesses. Start supporting the American people. This thing about bailing out, no, you don't give banks money. You don't give nobody money. You buy up foreclosures. You stop them from happening, every single one of them. And you renegotiate with the people the foreclosures. You reset up the loan. They continue payment on the loan. I mean, if the person's unemployed and has absolutely almost nothing coming in, then their payments will almost be nothing. You might say there'll be no interest until, and monitor. Yes, it involves monitoring. It involves working with the people. But that's what our government's for. Our government is to maintain and direct the society and to promote the economy. Buying up the foreclosures and stopping the foreclosures is the first step in promoting our economy. When people feel secure that they're not going to lose their homes, first and foremost, they will become a little more spending, a little more buying. Then they might buy a new car. Who's going to go out there and buy a car when they're worried whether or not they're going to be able to pay for their home? So if everybody knows our government will back their home, our government will stand behind them and say, you all have been supporting the government. Now it's the government to stand there alongside you. Not take over, alongside you. This is not welfare. This is not socialism. This is promoting the economy, stopping the foreclosures. Rebuilding our roads, that has been needed for a long time. Helping to improve mass transit systems, that has been needed for a long time. Our government has been too busy giving our money away overseas. As long as we gave it to other countries, I guess these socialists believe it was okay. Now we're saying, whoa, wait a minute. We need it home. We have to start supporting our people. We have to make sure our people have jobs. We have to make sure our people are fed. We have to make sure our people have a decent place to live. The working class in this country is the most important to this country. They are the American citizen. We don't need big business. We don't need conglomerates a mile long and running everything. We need to promote our economy. And the first way our government is to promote is to stop all foreclosures. There's more. Listen to my videos. They're on YouTube. They talk about all this. So to start turning this depression, not a recession, around, we need to stop all foreclosures. We need the IRS or the Department of Treasury to pick it up. We need for them to take the appropriate action so that each and every American, whether they have a good mortgage or whether they don't, and they're in trouble, feel secure in their home that our government will back them. Thank you. This is JD. Remember, first and foremost, we need to stop the foreclosures in this nation to make sure each and every American in their home feels safe and secure. And this is not socialism. This is the Constitution working as a republic. A government and a people working together. Thank you. This is JD.